been out of power, you know that it can be very stressful. Maybe, why does it seem like the power always goes out right after you've gone to the grocery store and your refrigerator and freezer are completely full? Or it happens on that night where it's really cold and you just wish you could plug in your portable heater? Or what happens if, you know, you're doing a load of laundry and the power goes out? This EcoFlow, this is the most powerful we have ever offered. It can run pretty much every appliance in your house. So there are very few exceptions. Everything from washing machines to hair dryers to your refrigerator, your freezer. Of course, it's going to be able to obviously charge your phone. If you want to cook, you have an induction plate or a toaster oven. I mean, I'm telling you, it can run pretty much everything. And it's not gas generated. It's not a generator that costs thousands and thousands of dollars. So for a lot of people, those gas ones are loud, they're noisy. Depending on where you live, maybe it's an apartment or an HOA, you're not even allowed to have those. This you could have. You could store it, you know, in your hall closet and be ready. So I'm going to give you your choices, and then we're going to talk about, when we talk about the most powerful we've ever offered, just how impressive that is, and really just how everything from saving your groceries to really keeping you warm, saving maybe the life of your pets, like if you have fish tanks or, you know, animals that need to be kept warm. Okay, so here's your choice. You see two prices on the screen. The first 5 easy payments of $480, that is for the EcoFlow alone, and you will be able to charge this up very, very easily. However, and you can actually charge it from 0 to 100% in 1.7 hours. So really, you're great. But what happens if the power is out for an extended period of time, or you're someone who wants to take this on the road RVing or tailgating or something? Then I'm going to recommend that you get it with the solar panel. The solar panel on its own is normally $549. So it's pretty exciting that we're just doing it for $300 more. So that price you see on your screen, normally with the solar panel, it would be $3,500, $3,549. We're doing it for $2,699. You're saving a bundle here on Easy Pay, 5 easy payments of $540 with the solar panel. And what's really cool is this folds up almost like an artist's case. You now, with the sun, can charge your EcoFlow and then be able to charge everything else in your house. Melissa Dawson is joining us via Skype. She's a technology and lifestyle expert. Hi, Melissa, how are you?
Hey, I'm great. How are you? I
Fantastic.
love when we have this one here because it is the largest one that we offer from EcoFlow. EcoFlow being really the national leader in this space. No one does it like they do. They just really offer the fastest recharge times. So super quick recharge times. So when the power goes out, the beauty about this is you store this inside your home. It's quiet. It holds a charge for up to 6 months. You simply plug it in the wall to charge. And then when the power goes out, you roll this out, and we're going to show you how that works. This one kind of rolls like a suitcase, and you just start plugging in items. The beauty here, you can charge up to 15 different items at one time.
At the same time, 15 different things.
At the same time, yes. And you've even got 4 of those 120-volt outlets right on the front, so you can plug in things like refrigerators, deep freezers, vacuum cleaners, hair dryers. You can even plug in a washing machine. This will actually run a washing machine for 3 hours. Then you've even got a 30 amp plug, which is kind of that 3-prong plug, which looks a little strange. So with that, you could run your clothes dryer. You could run an entire RV with this, Sandra. And
oh my gosh, that's incredible.
RVers love this because at nighttime, a lot of their RV parks at 10 o'clock at night, you can't run your gas generator. So they use this at night to be able to keep that electricity going.
And speaking of gas generators, even if you're at home, you know, there have been times like years ago, we had a storm. It was an ice storm. It knocked out power to our house. We had to go stay at a hotel. That was very, very expensive. And plus then I really didn't want to have to leave my house. And for a lot of people, maybe you can't leave your house, right? Getting a whole house generator is many, many, many thousands of dollars more than this. But actually, those gas ones that my neighbors have that they make so much noise, I find them very intimidating. I don't even know if I have gas to run them. And in a lot of places, Melissa, you're not allowed to have them anyway.
Right. Yeah, homeowners associations, condos, apartments. And then even if you have a gas generator, you can't really run it and sleep at night, right? They're so loud. and then you're running extension cords through your home. So then you kind of have a safety concern at nighttime, because
100% right.
how do you lock your doors, right? So
Yes.
even if you have a gas generator and you love it, so many people pick up the EcoFlow because this is your nighttime solution. This is how you have electricity in your home at night. It's quiet. You can lock the doors. Everything's safe. And this one, what I love about the screen here, normally with most of our EcoFlows, we have hours, like, oh, it'll run your fridge for this many hours. We actually have days on our screen. So right now I have 6 days of power.
Wow.
So yeah, and I'm at 100% charge. So as I start using items, obviously that will decrease. But we're talking, this will do a full size refrigerator for 38 hours if you
Now,
ran it continuously. 38 hours.
38
A
hours.
CPAP,
If you
yeah,
needed it
CPAP
more than
machine.
that, you could, here's what I would say. If, in the case of not having electricity for an extended period of time, or maybe because that's a storm, or maybe you are doing like RVing, or you're going to go, you're taking this like on some great camping trip or something. What's really cool is I would really recommend getting that solar panel, because the solar panel that you see
Oh,
down here,
yes.
really, if you're buying this, I would say just, bump up to the solar panel, because the solar panel now will charge your EcoFlow. So you're
Yes.
getting now free electricity from the sun to charge your EcoFlow. It really is worth it, especially for anyone who's going to be using this for fun like RVing. It's nice to know that your EcoFlow can charge itself for free then.
Yes, and these are our upgraded solar panels, so they're actually bifacial, so they actually charge from both sides of the sun, so it's going to charge your
Wow.
unit even faster. But a lot of people use this to be able to just kind of generate free electricity in their home, because this is a big power box that we're talking about. So if you have the solar panels and you're generating that electricity for free, maybe you're using that to kind of augment some of your electricity bills. So people love that. So I actually have it plugged in one of my larger air fryers that I just plugged in, and just to show you, this works with 99% of our home appliances. I have personally not encountered anything that this would not start yet. So here I'm starting. I'm putting on air fry, which is the highest setting that this has. And you can see this is still supporting that. And
So,
it's even telling me I can still run my air fryer for 2 days of power.
oh my gosh,
So
so
that's
think
how
about that.
big this one is. Yeah.
So the power goes out. It's getting cold in your house. It's dark. Maybe you have flashlights, but then what? Your battery on your phone? Seems like the power always goes out when I have 6% on my phone or something. If
Right.
you think about it, you can now, if you have like maybe some Verdura Flame heaters or any kind of portable heater, you're gonna be able to heat your room. You're going to be able to cook your dinner. If you have a microwave or an air fryer or a toaster oven, you can keep your food cold in the refrigerator. If for some reason you need to run your washing machine, you can do that as well. You can power 15 different things at once. Here's something I found really interesting. A lot of times when the power goes out, of course we lose our internet, but you might not have lost your internet. You might just need to power up your router. So if you take your router and you plug it into the EcoFlow, chances are your Wi-Fi is going to be back on. So that's something to know too. You can still stay in touch with the outside world. You can get your news and all of that. It really is so impressive, Melissa, how much you can charge with this.
It really is. And the thing about this one, it is a little heavier. So this one does weigh 99 pounds, but we even accounted for that as well. So we put a suitcase handle in. You've got your roller wheels right on the bottom. I know you can't see this really well, but it's really easy to be able to just roll around your home. So maybe you've got it in the kitchen and you're using it, to make dinner. Then you want to roll it into your family room because you're having TV night. Then you're going to bring it into the bedroom to get ready for bed. Maybe do you use a CPAP machine? This actually would run a CPAP machine for 51 hours continuously. So
That's
we're talking
incredible.
big power. I know. So this
Melissa,
isn't
years
just
ago,
going to get you through a
there's
couple
been a few
hours.
times that we've had to stay at hotels because of storms. I remember one night
Yes.
the power went
Yes.
out. It was in the winter. Both of my kids were smaller. We were like sitting at a diner. The kids were doing their homework and we're like, well, now what? Where do we go now? The roads were bad. We didn't even want to drive around. If I would have
Right.
had this, not only would I have been able to light my entire kitchen with lamps, I would have been able to cook dinner for my kids. We would have been able to stay
Right.
warm because we do have a portable heater. We could have played games. We could have watched TV with the Wi-Fi and stuff and the cable. So it really is the difference between your life being completely upended by power outages, or maybe a little minorly inconvenienced, but basically life, going back to normal. Right now, it might be the ice storms that get your power turned off. But when you think about those summer storms, you don't want all of your meat in your freezer to go bad. The fact that you can really keep your running, your refrigerator, your freezer, and still be charging 15 devices at once. Melissa, it's awesome. And then when I do want to charge this EcoFlow, I love that I have the solar panel. But if I want to plug this into the wall and charge it, how long is that going to take?
So 2.7 hours to go from 0 to 100% charge. So again, just plugs right into the wall, just like your cell phone. The beauty about this, you get this home, there's no accounts to set up, there's no Wi-Fi, there's no passwords. That's why people love it. This has been such a well-reviewed item. I encourage you to go read those reviews so you can charge it that way. You can also, we also include the car charger for you as well. So if you are RVing, tailgating, or you just need to charge it through the vehicle, you can do that too. It will take a little bit longer that way.
But you know,
and
it's
then
nice to
most
have.
people do pick up. It's great to have.
It's probably
'cause
not
a lot of people,
ideal.
you do use
Right.
it on the go.
It's probably not
Yep.
ideal to charge it in your car. But if you're, listen, if you're at home and you have no power and you've been using this long enough that you need to charge it, being able to go out to your own garage or driveway and charge it is so much better than needing to leave your house. So if you look at the front of this, let's actually just quickly go through some of the things, because there's 5 AC outlets on here, and you'll see them kind of scattered throughout. But Melissa, take me through what we're seeing here.
Yeah, and if you tap that little yellow button, Sandra, that'll kind of light up your display for you, that little on button right there. There we go. So right now you've got 10 days of power. You're at a 99% charge. So you always know the percentage of battery life that you have.
And that's, I want to be clear, that's 10 days of charging what I'm charging right here, which happens, it looks like it's the phone. Like, so just.
Right. Yeah, I think you've got your router plugged in too, and some other items.
Oh yeah, here's the router for internet.
You've got 6 USBs right across the front, 2 of those being fast charging ports, and then you've even got 2 of those newer Type-C connections as well.
Oh, right.
Yeah, and so, you know, old technology, new technology, we've got you covered. Underneath that, you've got 420 volt outlets, and those are your traditional, you know, I love because they're the 3 prongs, right? So you can plug in things like refrigerators, deep freezers, sump pumps, hair dryers, air fryers, blenders, any of that. So you've got 4 of those outlets. And then if you wouldn't mind moving that cell phone over for me a little bit, we'll kind of talk about that 30 amp plug. So that's what's the big deal about this one, Sandra. It has a 30
I'm gonna
amp
put this for a
plug.
second so you can really see right there. Yep.
With the 30 amp, you could run your dryer in your home. Most dryers are 30 amp.
Wait, can you imagine? You can run a clothes dryer in here. It's wild.
Yes.
All right, so very quickly, and then of course, you know, really, there's 2 DC outlets, there's a car outlet that we talked about. Here's what you need to know. If you just want the EcoFlow itself, 5 easy payments of $480. We're going to ship it for free, which is really significant because it is a heavier item. If you want to go with the solar panel, 5 easy payments of $540. Melissa, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Talk about having peace of mind in the new year. Well, that is going to do it for me. I'll see you tomorrow evening. In the meantime, Alberti and Kirsten are here with Feel Good Finds. Happy shopping, everyone.